So welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much for joining. Now, this is particular topic that I have to say, it took me a while to really understand it, to accept it, to also appreciate it. And in recent time, my view and my understanding of football has technically changed in some sense. And it would have broadened my knowledge of the game so I can come here today and pass on this information. One, I do know that there's going to be a lot of persons who is going to object to this information I'm going to pass on. But in the comment section, we will have continuous discussion surrounding this particular situation. All right, so before we get to that, let's do the YouTube stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. We'd really appreciate it if you do so. Share the content, let other persons get to see what's happening or hear what's happening. And you can also support us by buying us a coffee. The link is in the description of the video and also in the comment section. Now, there's a promo code, MG Sports TV. This promo code, when you're purchasing a ticket for the World Cup qualifiers, it will give you a discount, a 10% discount. The 10% discount that I give, unfortunately, me not get the money there. I never clue where to go. But them say we can use it. Them say, you know what? Let's use this promo code to cut down some of the price for some of the people. Anyway, so big up on yourself, people. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Massive, massive respect. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. All right. So football on a global scale is played in many different ways. Our ideology of football, specifically surrounding the Reggae Boyz team, is more so geared towards what we see in Europe. And we believe that based off the dominant teams that we see there, that is how we're supposed to play. And if we don't play like that, we won't be successful. And I think that's a preconceived notion based off the consumption of football on the wider scale. So we're going to speak about Al Grimson coaching tactics and how the Reggae Boyz team play. Now, from I've spoken to most of the Reggae Boyz supporters, most of them would want to see us play like Manchester City, prime Barcelona, Spain, this tiki-taka football, this whole possession, dominating the opponent. That's how most of the supporters would want us to play. Now, over the time period since Al Grimson has been here, I would have understand and just take a deep, deep look on how he plays football, how his team plays football, and how the instructions that he would have passed on to some of the players. Now, let me make it clear. The Reggae Boyz team, we play more for transition, mid-block football. We play mid-block and try catching transition. No, it's not necessarily a low block. Low block, you basically defend your 18-yard box. We might play low block one and two occasions. We will play against Argentina. We will play against the hyper superior teams. We might play in a low block and see if we can catch them on the counter. But we'll play more mid-block transition football. We'll play against USA. We'll play against Mexico. But the question is, why do we play like that? Is it a deliberate tactics by the coach, or it's a default of the team because of quality? Now, many might say that based off the amount of quality that we have in the team right now, the expectations are that the quality of football should risen. But the question is the quality really risen or a drop? Because when we have Leon Bailey, Mikel Antonio, Bob Reed, most of these players have been playing at the European stage for long, would have actually been successful as well. So is the quality really dropping? Individually, no. Individually, the quality increased. But the problem that we're having now is most of the fans are watching the football through their eyes of how we now make so much pass, how we now make 3, 4, 5 passes together, why we now include the midfield, why the midfielders are not getting a ball, and that's how we start to view football right now. We start to view football in the European concept, where not just in Europe, because we have teams in Europe playing mid-block. in the Manchester City, the Barcelona, maybe the Arsenal concept. And because we watch these teams week in, week out, the expectations is that we want to see our national team play like that. Really and truly, that will happen. Let me tell you why that will happen. You have a multiple amount of players. Say you have 30 players at a club. We had a pre-season. They train together every day. They have match per weekend, match midweek sometimes. Every day they match train together. So the cohesive, so the coaches can deploy certain tactics to facilitate that. Now people are going to say, how comes the other national teams play like that? Because when you look at other national teams, a strong possibility is that they might recruit certain players from a particular level of football or a particular amount of players from one particular area of football. If you're looking at a national team, you have players from Championship, Premier League, League One, all over the globe. So it's a multifaceted type of team we have where multiple players play different brand of football. And the coach have to make it work. Now, one thing a lot of persons don't understand about international football is international football is not necessarily possession-based, or should I say quality football-based driven. It's a result-based driven level. International football, it doesn't matter how pretty or ugly a player. Their success solely based on the result. It's not like when you look on a Liverpool or Manchester City or Arsenal and them a play a particular this pretty brand of football where exciting and people enjoy the football. At the end of the day, they have season back a season to get it right. And they have multiple other competitions that they are playing in to get it right. With the national team, you meet up 5 times for the year. You have 3 training sessions. So that's 15 training sessions the entire year. And then now you have the one of the 5 matches. So 15 training sessions, 5 matches. And you must get the result. And then now, specifically with the Reggae Boyz squad, we have a lot of mixtures of players coming in, out, a lot of chop and changes. And guess what? If you tell a man, say, if you say to any of the supporters, say, you know what? Let's cut the chop and changes now. Whatever player we have right now, we have to work with it. People are going to say, no, that can't happen because we want to see that player. We don't want to see that player. Nevertheless, get back to what I'm saying. The international level football is results-based driven. Whether the coach play football that you don't think is nice, or the coach play football that you think is nice, or the coach play a low block, a defensive transitional football, or a mid-block transitional football, whatever how the coach decides to play. Once you're getting the desired results from those games, it has to be recorded as success. Now, I do know that once the football is sustainable, you have a strong chance of making it work as though you want it to work. Now, you can play mid-block and transition football, and once it's sustainable, you can most definitely get the reward from it. So in my view, all of these talk about possession-based, getting the midfield on the ball, increasing the quality of the midfield. Nothing is wrong with that. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to what the coach wants to do and how the coach wants to play. If the coach believes, you know what, we don't have the quality to play like that, or we don't want to play like that because it doesn't suit our attributes, and he's going to go directly to what we bring to the team, our attributes, and say, no, based off the players' attributes that I have at hand, this is how I think is the best way to play to maximize the player's potential and also to heighten our chances of being successful. Anyways, tell us what you think in the comment section, people. Big up on yourself, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, and buy us a coffee if you feel you need to. Link in the comment section and also the description. MG Sports TV. Go in the comment section and tell us what you think, people. I know people are going to argue about it, but you don't know it's a football reason. God bless people. We're out. Boom.